Okay, so something similar to the way that is lower is upper is alpha works is dot split. So whereas upper check to see if it was uppercase and lower check to see if it was lowercase and is alpha check to see if they were all alphabet characters, what this allows us to do is break down a string into the individual words separated by the spaces. So how does it work? So first of all, I need whatever the name of, I've called my string variable just here. And very much like the others, we just do dot and then the name of the thing to make it work. So in this case, dot split, open and close brackets. So what I want to do now is just have a variable to contain that. So I'm going to say x equals string dot split. So what we should get is hello world, how are you? But it should break it down into its component words. So there you go. Hello world, comma, how are you? Okay, so if I take the comma out and then run it again, you can see we get the same sort of thing. Hello world, how are you? Now there's a really good way when you start doing things with strings, especially when you want to display them in a certain way. So at the moment, these are all on one line, but you can actually get Python to display them all on separate lines. And we've looked at one of these already before when we used the F for the number of places for the decimals and so on. So it's worth maybe, if you've got a little bit of time, to have a look at Python strings and the way strings are formatted, because it's really useful when you start creating output for people to see, what is generated through your functions and things, to be able to actually make more sense of how that actually looks. And there's loads of things on W3 Schools that will help you to understand how you can slice strings up, how you can modify your strings, how you can format those strings, and using things like escape characters to get new lines and so on. So there's a load of different ways that you can do this, and Python string formats are really powerful once you begin to understand how they actually work. So if you scroll down this page here on W3 Schools, you can see once you put that format in, you can begin to do all kinds of things with these strings now. Align them left, align them right, center, how many decimal places, whether it's positive or negative, if it's in binary format, decimal format, the number of decimal places, fixed points, etc., etc. So there's loads. So if you see something in Python and it has something that looks like a string, but it has all these strange brackets in it, and all these different things, it's because someone's formatted that string so it appears in a certain way. So just be aware that you will see this, and it is probably worth spending a little bit of time looking at how string formats work, just to understand what all these dots and squiggles mean.